Hey guys, Dustin here. I've come back with another video, and sorry, I'm actually was in the process of doing a malware scan. Didn't mean that for that to be on the computer. Anyway, the computer's clean now, good to go. Alright guys, so I wanted to incorporate some Microsoft Excel along with a little Mobile Strike. We'll get back to the NBA soon enough, don't you worry. I was just looking at some stats the other day. I need to do some work to import last year's season into my spreadsheets. Um, that's the big kind of the elephant in the room is I got to do that, and then really just kind of figure out what I want to address this year because it's going to be an interesting year. I think the Kevin Durant, Steph Curry chaos is going to be interesting to watch and see how it plays out. Interesting. A lot of rebels getting killed today. Did we get anything good? Nothing super, but speed, some resources. I will never complain. Always good to have. Okay, guys. So I want to test sort of a hypothesis, and I'm not going to do a very good job here. I don't think, just because I'm not. But right now I have, and let's just plug it into Excel. We're just going to use Excel today as really a place to store numbers. Alright. I wish there was a hotkey go right to this format. No decimal places, but having the commas. Maybe there isn't. I just haven't figured it out, or it's more complicated than that. Whatever. Okay, so I have 21,133,200 loyalty points. I am VIP. I'm in whatever the top VIP is in level 7. So that means I receive 12 additional alliance missions. So here's the question, guys. Do I get enough loyalty points back to justify, basically to make this a better buy than getting the daily missions? Let's check the numbers. I'm going to open 10, so I'm just going to write this down here. I have 142, and my goal for that is equals this minus 10. I can do the math in my head, but okay, so when I get to that number, we're going to be done. Fits perfect. Alright guys, so this is going to take a few minutes to do, but the idea here is real simple. I want to know kind of how much loyalty I get back. On average, 10 is not a good enough sample. I should do 100, but as you can see just watching this video, it's going to result in a long video. Fun part here is you can actually pause and look at the actual results of each and every one of these missions, so you could actually aggregate it if you wanted. Something I would have to do by watching the video, and I don't really watch my videos again. I just put them out there, see if anybody's interested. So far, not so much. No shock. I don't know how many NBA fans are statistics fans too, and those who are probably are better at them. But hey, I have fun doing it, and I'm having fun with this. The real question, and that I've never really been able to test to kind of get a better feel for the likelihood of getting the elite and the legendary missions. For those who don't play, those are really the reason why you want to go through these chances anyway. They are big payouts. Advanced are pretty good too. We could do this with Insignia running. In fact, I wanted to do that earlier today, and I turned on Insignia, and the game started lagging so incredibly badly that there was no purpose. I think I just gave up with like 4 minutes left going. I got nothing. It's a real pain, and unfortunately, the game is buggy and laggy. Machine Zone, you can do better. I believe in you. I truly do. Please do better. It's just not good. Alright, 136. These are actually going pretty fast. Now, guys, I do know there's some bots out there people are using to auto-click these things. I don't know what the rules are on all that. Million stone, nice. From the game, I would assume they probably have something in the license saying don't do it. not advocating or saying I'm against it. Just something to think about, though, is it's something that people do. Um, it kind of takes the cost of your time out of this factor, although you'd have to have a computer running dedicated to this. So anyway, it exists. There's also people doing automated farms and stuff. I have no idea what the deal is on that. I've heard it's like $8 a month per farm, which is crazy expensive. I know I spend 100 plus every month on this game, but well, I buy a $100 pack a month. I don't actually. I buy it through Amazon, so I get the discount. So maybe I don't know what I spend on this game. I don't want to know. Way too much. Way too much. But I'm not a monster like 98 gift level either, so I feel like I've controlled myself better than some. But I'm also not where I want to be in the game, so that's kind of a bummer too. But this is going to help. Alright, so we have 132 left. That's where I wanted to be. Alliance. Light store. Alright. So, 1298370. Okay. So, in theory, I spent $1 million loyalty, and I got 756,000 back, meaning that I basically have 2.4. It cost me, but I got what I would have gotten if I had bought 2.4 daily chances. Gosh, you know what I didn't do is I didn't track resources. You know what? We did it once. Let's do it again. Let's do another test. Now this time, let's track resources. And I don't know. Can I? Let me see here. Thought there was a way to get a better view of your base. Meaning I want to see exactly how many resources I have on hand. No, not there. Boost won't do it. When you click here, you don't actually see any more detail. This is not going to help. This won't be very accurate, guys, but that's okay. Yeah. So let's do stone, oil, iron. I'm not going to do food just because I'm negative. And I mean, this is accurate probably to what we care about. I just kind of wish we had better details than this. Let's see here. Alright, this is starting. Ending. Okay. Okay. And let's just I wanted formats. Alright, loyalty. Store 2189370. And okay. There we go. Alright, so let's do 10 more. Alright, and then I just need to make a note here. So 122, just a reminder to myself. Go. The last one was, I felt like it was a little bit too good a run anyway. That was probably one more elite than I maybe normally would have gotten. I feel like it at least. So this is not bad as a second process. Hey, there's an elite. Okay, let's see what we got here. A lot of basics. That is never going to be good for you. Specialized when they start kind of really adding up. You would need so many basics to make it worth the cost and loyalty. And the cost in gold, I mean basics, Jesus no. Another thing to mention, guys, is the game did go and they've decided to nerf the missions, so we no longer get materials or mods. For me at this stage, I guess it doesn't matter. Like I have most of the gear I would need that uses the materials here. And anymore, they're honestly, if you just wait a month after something comes out, they just give you the whole set for one pack plus 4 other sets. So maybe you don't care about building if you're willing, if you spend every month, and I do. If you're trying to be a free player, that kind of sucks. But truth be told, a lot of times they barely increase the quality of the gear. I mean, it's nice, but generally the only reason why I actually upgrade for the gear is they throw in the mods, which I don't have. And when you throw in level 6 mods, it's huge boosts. Huge. So that's kind of my thought. Guys, so one thing I am also thinking about is there's people who've done some battle sim calculators out there in Excel. That is a little partially beyond my time and money, because you'd have to do a lot of simulations to kind of get there, or have people giving you data, and a little beyond my stats comfort zone. I would have to do quite a bit of work to get there. I don't think it's outside of my ability range or anything like that, and I definitely can put it together in Microsoft. Excel can do the job. Absolutely, you don't need more advanced software, and I know how to use Excel to do the job. But it's not easy. Not easy at all, guys. Definitely a lot of work, and the people who've done it have put in effort. So I'd love to get a copy of that if ever possible, so I could sort of break down the game in a more analytical way. Because as I tell people, this is a spreadsheet game. This was probably built on Microsoft Excel. I kid you not, guys. It was literally probably built on Microsoft Excel. And I got a feeling people are sitting there going, "Now, come on." I'm telling you, a BA or a game designer probably started off building a spreadsheet for this thing. It's possible they did it in another software, but I doubt it. I really do. I'm almost positive this is a Microsoft Excel. Alright, guys, so this time I produced, so here are my gains. It cost me 578,000. I have Excel. Why am I doing math in my head? Alright. 578,000. I think that's what I said. 578,000. So essentially I could have bought 6 6 of the daily missions for this price. Not quite. So, test it! Shout out to the Scotch Test Dummies. Scotch fan, by the way. Love it. Love the Scotch Test Dummies. They do phenomenal work. Alright, guys. So, let's just go ahead. Daily missions, chance, and let's run 10 of these guys real quick. I forgot to write down where my starting point was, so I think I'm at 1 or 2, but we'll find out real quick here. Now, I do get a few more missions with the dailies, so you do get more missions, so that's kind of why, I mean, it'd be obvious if this was just cheaper. So I was at 102, so I'm going down to 92. Let's just type that in, use, and man, the game is going nice and smooth right now. I love it. I feel like sometimes you get so much lag when you're doing these, and it's just painful. Getting food in an elite is painful as well, because I am very much not food positive anymore. I need to build some 22 farms to get back to it, but 50 million black gold every time you do it. I'm assuming this is kind of the case in all states. Since the game has released, the best attack gear regular is infantry, and now the best core gear item is infantry. Players are building more and more infantry troops, they're fighting with more and more infantry troops, and they need more and more oil to maintain their troops. And as a result, they are driving the demand for oil way the hell up. Well, if you drive demand for something like that up, players clear it out. It's the first resource you get rid of. To make it even more interesting, in your alliance missions, or not missions, gifts. My alliance is 25. I'm told 26 is the top, so we're right there. So when you get these 100 gift, 200 gift packs, you open it up and you get a bunch of 500k irons, a bunch of 500k stone. You get 2 million food. You get, well, coins are a different story because they've made them really easy to get because of the daily club stuff. And now, honestly, like, if you have something to trade for coins, your coins like 1-to-1 for a lot of players now. I know some still want 2-to-1, but they're living in the past. The supply and demand does not approve of that pricing scheme. Ooh, alright, an elite. Oh yeah, ooh, and it's the actual real resource I can use. Coins. Even iron, for some reason you get a lot of iron in this game, and you use a little less of it when you build troops, but still you still use it, so I don't know. Plus the tiles are a lot smaller, so I would think iron should be more of a scarcity, but so far in the game it hasn't been. And I used to think, honestly, oil and iron or stone were about equal, but no. Oil they've made somehow just a little harder to get, so it's possible that at some point they flip the switch and tanks become the best unit, or because of some new gear, and that may drive us into a stone recession and may make oil plentiful again. So for those guys going out there and building masses of super farms, oil only, knowing that it's the trading block gift, it may switch on you guys. I had 7 banks at one point because I could just set myself up to build coins and send it to players and get back speed ups and other things. So, I could basically, help out my clan mates getting them what they needed. And just kind of super farm coins for a day or two, and then knock out some research, because that's how I did it. All right, so we're at 92. All right, 47.7. I just ran 10. I should have run 6. Well, let's just do a quick comparison. I've also wanted to test this. I feel like you get more from the daily missions, and this is going to be static, so I don't know why I even bothered. Alright, so quick comparison here. This was a winner for iron because of the 1, and the other 2 resources, and let's just do this. Alright, so 330,000 more resources just straight off the bat. And I used 10 when I should have only used 6. So I'm not even going to go back and redo it, guys. I have definitively proven at this VIP level, you should buy Alliance. Well, I haven't definitively proven it. 10 sample is not definitive at all. It's a good sample though, and I mean I think I got fairly similar results on all 20, or in the two sets of 10. The first set being a little better, the second set being worse. So I think if you look at that and look at 20 as your sample size, statistically I don't know if I'm winning an argument with anybody, but I think we're pretty good, and I think that daily mission was a pretty common occurrence. I have for a long time felt the Alliance missions were better, and now we have video. So thanks guys, hope this was helpful to you. Peace.